Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make...
There he goes! Guided out of bounds into 34, and the running game really coming through.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. And when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
You can spin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They'll send the back in motion. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Motion from the back. Handoff to the fullback. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. to the air. It's Cook. Gonna take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Trying to get the corner. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Handoff to the single running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Give to the big fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Gets the back moving. The option look. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Sends it back in motion. Pressure coming. And he was hit. As he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Big fullback's got it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Motion from the back. They'll try to get outside. Got enough for the 1st. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch! And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Scanning the field, it's Cook. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just. The end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the...
Gashing the D on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They're going to ride this running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Cook. Makes the grab. There he goes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Stanford going back to work with another first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down. They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll run the option. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking left. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Kick is in the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, Logan.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Flips it out in the flat. Fights off a defender. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Touch pass on the jet sweep. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Here on second and short. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. So first down will open up the final period. Let's go. Sends it back in motion. He'll get rid of it. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's first and 10. Goes to the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
On the move. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
And after getting that completion, they've now set up 4th and goal. This is a play they need to make. It's the 4th quarter. They're down a couple of possessions. You have to come up with a touchdown here. You need to dial up your best play possible.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The Cardinal pen deep in their own end, looking for a little room here on first down. They'll run it. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Return is brought down at the 39, and the offense will take over.
They'll go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short Reese, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long, but I just wouldn't say that long.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get him.
Breaks into the open. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
And first down for the offense.
Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And now this offense will take the field again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey.
Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. On the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play. Second and inches. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. Looks as if we have an... When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social...